Belize has the largest and healthiest population of manatees in the Caribbean, but for years the sea cow species has been under threat from boaters at the mouth of the Belize River and along the coast of Belize. Over the weekend, two female manatees, one with a calf attached, were spotted in distress near the Vista Del Mar community in Ladyville. On Monday, conservationists' worst fears were confirmed. A 9-foot-long manatee that had just given birth was discovered dead in a canal.
About 5 o'clock, we got a call about a animal, a manatee that had been behaving unusual, seemed like he was injured. And so we had people that came out, some volunteers that came out on Sunday to have a look. And they didn't see it, but there were video footage of the animal. It was acting strangely. Perhaps an animal that had gotten hit by a boat, perhaps an animal giving birth, which we weren't sure of what it was. But it was reported that the animal had a young calf with it, and that's definitely a need for concern. An injured mother is not 100% to look after a young calf. Nonetheless, yesterday we came out in search of the calf and its mother. Our efforts was to mainly rescue the mother and definitely take the calf as well, because the calf wouldn't survive without its mother. We were unable to find the specific one that was videoed in the video footage that you guys have seen. And while we were searching, we found this female animal. Coincidentally, it's a female, and the vaginal area was very bulged, swollen, which shows signs of perhaps an animal that may be giving birth or may have just given birth. Her teeth were swollen with showed it was lactating.
Today, a sea-to-shore alliance duo headed by Jamal Galvez carried out a necropsy on the female manatee, which confirmed that the mammal had recently given birth and was struck by a boat, which caused her demise.
We just did an assessment of the animal, and we saw huge lacerations from boat interactions that led to the animal demise. And there was no calf inside, there was no young bird, there was no young one inside, so that it's definitely a need for more concern, meaning that there is a calf somewhere out there trying to fend for itself. Usual cases, you'd find a dead female with a calf. The calf would stay alongside its mother, but obviously the calf isn't here, and our search parties are currently gathering up to see how we can find that calf as soon as possible, because a young calf wouldn't survive more than 2 or 3 days in the wild wind.
So has it been confirmed that this is the same one that was spotted, I believe, in another canal further down?
I don't think it's the same one, mainly because of the decomposition state, and I didn't see the laceration that was observed in the video, in the previous video on this one. And because of the fact that this one was actually reported, but it wasn't confirmed. The day we were searching for the female, this one was actually reported a day ahead. So it couldn't have been that one, the same one. So there is
another mother out there.
Yeah, so our efforts definitely needs to be strengthened up, in the sense that we're looking for an injured female and a young calf, and not an orphan calf somewhere.
Residents are asked to be on the lookout for a female manatee and its calf. But in that same vein, Galvez says that boaters need to adhere to no-wake zones and be more careful when traversing these waterways.
We're continuing to emphasize to boaters, please be cautious when you're traveling in areas where manatees live. Give these guys a chance to get out of the way. I mean, the numbers have continued to increase yearly. I think this one is at 28, if I'm not mistaken, so far for this year, and it's not going in the right direction. I don't know, like, there's definitely a need for people to change their behavior and to be aware of their surroundings, and to have a sense of care for these species as well.
Duane, Moody for News 5.